to the Color Show. It's your girl DAD. I got OGDC here, repping OG campaign.
About your shit.
So tell us what songs you performing.
So,
And also tell the people where they can find you at.
so I am OGDC. I do represent OG the campaign. When it comes to OG the campaign, I just want to start off with that. I do have a lot of members of it. Just shout out to JKW the Photos. That's our photographer. Shout out to Mac OG. Shout out to Money. Shout out to North. Shout out Kilo V5. We got a lot of people part of that. We from Greensboro, North Carolina. We've been repping Greensboro, North Carolina since day one. You can find my music on all platforms. _ OG.DC. And I got so much music. But the two songs that I'm gonna be doing tonight is Mac Flow. Shout out my brother Mac OG. He is the CEO of OG the Campaign. I'm co-CEO as well. And then I will be doing Ride With Me Part 1. And that's with my brother T Money. That's with Mac OG. And I am on that as well. So yeah, shout out to that.
Alright, so I want you to tell me when music became a part of your life.
Honestly, January 1st, 2022. That's when music actually became a part of my life. Music, I'm gonna actually go back. Music actually been a part of my life for a long time. I always love listening to music when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, my pops and my mom listen to R&B in a, car on the radio. So music always been a part of my life, but me making music was January 1st, 2022, when I made my first song called Road Runner with my brothers Mac OG and T Money. So yeah.
And you went all out with that.
Yeah.
Alright, you got a favorite verse? You want to spit your favorite verse?
Pockets full of dead presidents is like a graveyard. Hit the interstate with the gang, secure the guard. Name the Kuzala, smother nigga in the Zada car. Go ahead and get it popping like you off the bars. Yeah, and yeah, I'm way up. Roll a 3-5 of the pound. I got my cake up. Who the new sound of the South? They gotta say it's us. While it's raining, I'm maintaining steady, got my dollars up. But we saved up. Just for a rainy day, over the hills and out the way is where my mama stay. You could tell I only want the baddest by my lady face. Cold bottle shake, full course of the meal. She a dinner plate. Yeah. Shout out Yard. Put off in the radio thing. I got more of that.
Yeah. What song?
That's Go Yard, man. You can go ahead and catch that on all platforms. Go Yard, man. OGDC, man.
Where you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Where I see myself in the next 5 years, I want to establish my merch. I do have a merch apparel right now called Raw Apparel that do stand for Real Authentic Wealth. So that is in the making. I also see my collective as an OG campaign on different stages. When I say stages, I'm talking about we're going to Atlanta, we're going to Tennessee, we're going to different places. But also I see my family with a start of generational wealth. I'm not gonna say my family didn't have it when we was growing up and everything like that, but I know I could do better when it comes down to start my family as well. So I'm gonna start some generational wealth within the next 5 years when it comes to investing and stocks, things like that. But that's where I see myself in the next 5 years, being a boss that I am.
Hey yo, it's your boy David Lamar. This is the Color Show. Again, we here with OGDC and OG the Campaign.
Yes, sir.
I got a few questions for you, big dog.
Let's get to it.
How'd you come up with OGDC?
OGDC. I gotta shout out my brother Mac on that one because we actually had a campaign called FNO.
Okay.
FNO stands for Failure Not an Option. We still rep that to this day.
I like that.
But when we actually look at the legal issues and things of that, when it comes down to names and buying your own name, at the time FNO was bought out. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't do nothing with that. So we had to transition to something different. So my brother already had OG the Campaign set in his mind when he was doing things when he was in high school. I met my brother in 6th grade. You see what I'm saying? So I know him over 14 years at this point, probably 13, kind of somewhere right there. But it's like we actually talk to each other like, yo, I gotta come up with a different name for myself when it comes down to this business part. I didn't even want to be an artist. So I told myself like, yo, let me see how Mac wanna, go part of the OG Campaign thing. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, you trying to go hard with this OG the Campaign? He said, yeah. And since that day, we went going crazy. Since that day.
I love it, man. That's real, man. Appreciate the loyalty with OG Mac as well.
For sure.
Being consistent here for so long.
For sure.
Real serious question here.
Okay.
For somebody who never heard your music before, man, what is the reason why they would listen to it? And what do you think a part of your music would draw them in?
The motivation's part of it.
Okay.
I motivate people with my music. Like if somebody feeling down, like again with the Mac Flow that I'm actually gonna present to everybody today when they see this podcast and everything like that, it says my heart. I had to keep away. I took a vacay just to get away and on my knees I pray another 24 just to get to the pay. So that you hear that on your radios in the morning, you know what I'm saying? You got your coffee in your hand. You hear that, you're like, oh yeah, it's time to get to this money. You know what I'm saying? You on the way to 9 to 5. It's it's kind of like that music you want to go ahead and listen to on a Saturday morning. You want to go to a yard sale with.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about killing. I'm not talking about all the drugs and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I am talking about what I see and what I do, and it's just manifesting the things that I want to do in my life, and that's what you're gonna hear in my music.
I like that, man. That's something to have, man. You can get in the car. You can play something that's gonna start your day off the right way. Do a lot of positive and motivational things out there. So that's dope to have.